Hey everyone, Will here from Go-to-Market Guru. Welcome to my mini lecture series on professional sales. In this particular episode, we're going to talk about how the sales department is composed, where it fits in within the go-to-market strategy team, and how that fits into the overall company and market in general. I hope you enjoy, and if you do, please like and subscribe and check out my other material as I post it. Bye for now.
I want to give you a bird's eye view and a holistic perspective of how you should view sales teams as fitting into the larger organization. We'll look at the industry. An industry is composed of many different companies competing against one another. Each company has different strategic groups operating together. Those strategic groups are composed of different departments, and those departments have teams that operate on a unit economic level. In this particular case, we're going to be discussing how sales teams operate within sales departments in the go-to-market strategy, strategic group, in a company, within an industry. Let's dive in. So we'll begin by discussing the sales department and all the different types of teams that operate under its umbrella. We'll start by talking about the enterprise sales team. The enterprise sales team is probably the most sought after sales team to be on. They generally have the most experience. They have the highest quotas, but also the most compensation, and they sell to large-scale enterprise companies with north of 1,000 employees at least and over $1 billion in revenue. We also have corporate sales. So corporate sales is usually kind of second tier to enterprise sales. More junior reps are featured there, and they sell to SMEs or small, medium-sized enterprises between 0 and 1,000 employees, generally speaking. You would generally start off as an account executive on a corporate sales team. Business development, they work with corporate sales and enterprise sales teams, and their primary mandate is lead generation, so cold calling and cold emailing, and they're responsible for generating the funnel. And that's where fresh grads usually end up in their first job within a sales department is business development, but you can start on a corporate sales team as an account executive. In my personal experience or my professional experience, that's what happened to me. Sales operations is a back-end role. They support everything, and they're essentially concerned with performance management, data analysis, looking at leads, KPIs, forecasts, and pipeline, and making sure that everything runs efficiently so that management has a bird's eye view on the sales operation and understands the health of the funnel. There's sales engineering. They are also a support role. They work hand in hand with corporate sales and enterprise sales, and they essentially are a hybrid between technical support and sales, but you will be working with them on a daily and weekly basis throughout your career as an outbound corporate or enterprise sales rep. And then lastly, there's customer success. This is a post-sales role. Their primary mandate is account management. And so essentially, once you've closed a deal, assuming it's a mature company, that deal will then move towards a customer success team who will have periodic engagements with them, assess account health, and potentially run the renewal process as well. So enterprise, corporate, business development, sales operations, sales engineering, and customer success, those are the main teams in a sales department. Now we're going to talk about strategic groups, specifically the go-to-market strategy group. And this is where the sales team falls under. Different departments that are part of it. As I mentioned, sales department sells goods and services, inbound and outbound, so leads coming in or chasing leads in the market. But sales works hand in hand with a number of different departments. First and foremost, marketing, whose primary goal is to promote the brand, goods, and services. And there are a number of different parts of marketing. There's content marketing, field marketing, digital marketing, product marketing, and so forth. But they'll be helping you to book trade shows, to set up your booth, to produce materials that you think will, be attractive to your target customer and so forth. So marketing is extremely important, and it serves also as a lateral move. If you discover that sales is not for you, you can always transition to the marketing department. I've seen that happen a number of times. The channel department, something we'll talk about in more depth later in this course, basically develops partner relationships with resellers, so companies who work with target clients, and with technology integrators. So other companies whose technology is not a competitor but works well with yours, they'll develop relationships and help you grow your business. Then there's product management. They manage the product life cycle. So they work with the technology teams to develop the product, to position it, and to figure out how they should price the product in general. And so they very much manage the product from a business perspective, whereas the engineering manage the product from literally a technology perspective. And then the last kind of department on the go-to-market strategy side is behind the scenes, the operations department. They're concerned with distribution and fulfillment, and they manage the supply chain. If you're selling hardware sales, you'll be more in tune with them because they'll be making sure that the goods get where they need to be on time. If it's software, much more behind the scenes, but you may come into contact with them as well. So taking one step back, I guess, the umbrella is the company itself, and the company is composed of different teams, and one is the go-to-market strategy group that we just mentioned with sales, marketing, channel, product development, product management, and operations. Then there's general and administrative, which has finance, accounting, legal and compliance, HR, and then there's the technology side, which makes the product, and that has engineering, development, data science, and IT. By no means is this a cookie cutter, kind of template that can be applied to every company, but it is kind of a general understanding of how the different departments work well together. So if you understand and see this is how most companies work. And finally, the big picture. Essentially, we have a company competing against competitors. Each company gets supplies, sells through a channel, and it tries its best to acquire customers and operates within a market subject to regulation. It's fairly simple, but I just wanted to put it together so that you have a bird's eye view and understand where this is all going. As mentioned in the beginning, I wanted to give you a sense of how sales teams operate with everything else, from the department to the strategic group to the company to the industry. At the end of the day, everything depends on sales, as it is probably the most foundational element to any business. The first thing a CEO looks at when he's assessing company performance is top-line revenue growth, and that all comes from sales. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this segment. I'm going to be posting a number more which dive into different elements such as a comparison between B2B and B2C sales. I'll also look at compensation. I'll look at chain of command, and I'll have other modules that focus on the technology space, how to break into software sales, and then of course my paid course on gotomarketguru.com, which is a complete overview on the sales management cycle for software sales, from sourcing, qualification, running a trial, pricing and negotiation, account management, and more. Check it out, and thanks so much. Bye for now.